to go even further beyond.
Yeah, my name's Akashi, and in this video we got another Hybrid Saiyan video. You know me. If you don't know me, well, now you know me. My name's Akashi, and my favorite team in Legends right now, my favorite team in Legends in general, is the Hybrid Saiyan team. I just feel like they're very hard hitters. They are very weak defensively, but they are getting a lot of buffs through the Zenkais, and that's what I'm liking really. In this video we're actually using Zenkai Trunks Youth, Zenkai Super Saiyan Trunks Teen, and Zenkai Super Saiyan 2 Gohan Youth. He has a youth on his name. And these three units here, if I was to order them, I would order them at well, I don't have Gohan at Zenkai 7, so it's a bit unfair for him, but obviously because of that it's gonna be either Trunks Youth or Super Saiyan Trunks Teen first. I think I might just edge Trunks Youth above Trunks Teen. I might just, but that might just be only because of the Masenko. But even then, I still think Super Saiyan Trunks Teen is better, because for one, but just my bias kicking in here, his animations and whatnot are way better in my opinion. Everything's just way better. Secondly, when you switch out from him, if we actually go into his unique abilities, he got 2 new unique abilities and they're pretty good. If we take his first unique ability, it says Future Medicine. This is Super Saiyan Trunks Teen. Applies the following effects to eyelids when his character switches to standby. So if you switch him out, he restores health twice to I believe it's himself. No, it says applies the following effects to allies. I don't know why I misinterpreted that when I knew before. But 15% to your teammates, which is amazing, and restores ki by 20. Everybody shares the same ki. That's amazing, and it also does 10% damage inflicted, and that's up to 20%. So just them three there. Ki on switch out is always good, because you usually end switch out when you end a combo, or even if you just don't, you always got that ki reserve there. That's amazing. His second unique ability, sorry Frieza, but I'm cancelling your date with Goku. Applies the following effects to self when this character enters the battlefield if there is a tag Hybrid Saiyan battle member other than this character in party. Plus 20% to damage inflicted for 15 timer counts. Reduces the damage received by 20%, cannot be stacked. Increases art card draw speed by 1 level for 15 timer counts. And minus 3 strike and blast arts cost for 10 timer counts. So you're drawing in more cards faster, and they also have a cheaper cost, so it's way more worthwhile for you to be drawing in them cards. And then you also have a damage inflicted increase, and say if you lose priority, you'll also be taking 20% less damage than you would have. That's amazing. Like, I mess with Trunks so heavy. He's a red type, defensive type. The red thing is probably the only thing that makes him fall off, because if we're talking realistically, this is the worst time for him to have come out, because the meta does not support a red type. Like, Vegito Blue is going crazy. But even added him, just the fact that they added him, it actually does make the Hybrid Saiyan team much more usable. And I feel like for those teams that don't have Vegito Blue, the Hybrid Saiyan team can actually destroy any other team. Like, the amount of damage I take is not even that much. Literally, look at this. Trunks is not taking that much damage. That's probably a decent amount of damage, like, that the average meta character would take. And I find that amazing that he can actually tank so much. He's a defensive type after all, but he does very good to me. That's my opinion anyways. But going into Trunks, if we was to scale them, Trunks Youth is unique ability. The other two he unlocks. His second one is really good, but his first one's more so just like helping out, and it does help out Trunks, but it doesn't help out on a Hybrid Saiyan team, which is why I would put Super Saiyan Trunks Teen Zenkai above Trunks Youth Zenkai. But his first unique ability is called United in Spirit. Plus 10% to strike damage inflicted by allies. Tag Future or Tag Legends Road for 15 timer counts upon strike arts hit. And that's the same thing for blast arts. Like the same thing that I just read there, but for blast arts. And that works for the future tag. So Trunks Youth, Super Saiyan Trunks Teen can get buffs from that. But for example, I use the Legends Road Gohan, or if I use the Super Saiyan 2 Gohan that I'm using right here, or even the LF one on a Hybrid Saiyan team, they're not going to get that buff. So that's one thing I don't like about that. But he is from the future, and like, he's the Legends Road unit, so fairs. But his second unique ability is really good. Inextinguishable Hope applies the following effects to self according to the number of timer counts elapsed after transforming. 10 counts elapsed, 20% damage inflicted, cannot be cancelled. 25 counts elapsed, reduces damage received by 20%, and then 40 counts elapsed, plus 20% to damage inflicted, and it cannot be cancelled. So he does get major buffs there. Trunks Youth was actually, would I say he was worth than Super Saiyan Trunks Teen before the Zenkai, both of them? I wouldn't say so. That Masenko actually was pretty good even before, but now it's just way better and he's overall great. So I mess with that. But overall, like I was saying, if I was to scale them, I'd put Super Saiyan Trunks Teen first. He also gets Ki on his main ability, but I know Trunks Youth does as well. But as for Masenko, he also but Super Saiyan Trunks Teen draws ultimate arts, and that essentially can do amazing damage, and the bleed factor is insane. Bleed is very underrated. It can actually get your health really low when you don't realize it, and all I need is a tap to just finish you off. Do not sleep on bleed. Bleed can actually make you lose a whole game, so pay attention to that. But let's get into Gohan now. But Gohan, I don't have him highly Zenkai. I only have it Zenkai 1, and I really want to get him higher, but I'm not summoning on him right now because in November they're gonna change the rates for how Super Saiyan Trunks Teen Zenkai works. It's gonna be 1,000 for basically one class. Right now it's 300 CC to do that. Why would I do it now? Like, I really want a Hybrid Saiyan team to go crazy, but in that time that I could Zenkai Gohan right now, first of all, I don't have the Chronos to do it anyway because it's more expensive. It's like 20k when I could just be spending 7. I'd rather wait. I don't want to spend real life money to get that Chrono crystals, so I'm definitely not going to be doing that. But also, just in that time from now, we're in July, a good Hybrid Saiyan could actually come out. Maybe an even better purple. Like, besides from Goten, I don't use Goten because I feel like he only works around the Sun family, and I don't like that too much. So I swapped him out for Zenkai Gohan. And Gohan carries 2 strike arts, and I just like seeing strike arts more often. And it just feels like most of these Hybrid Saiyans work around strike arts, except like LF Gohan and that the Gohan that transforms, the adult one from the future. But most of them just work around strike arts, so that's why I've done that. But I'm hoping we get like an LF Trunks. You see, like that Super Saiyan Trunks that we got here, that could have been an LF, honestly. Like the Trunks that just got Zenkai, he can be an LF because the way he sliced up Frieza was insane. But I'm going off topic here. I need to talk about Gohan. Gohan right there, that's one thing I really wanted to mention. He does get Ki on special skill, and that's something I like a lot. It's very clutch, very useful. He also gets damage inflicted for 20 timer counts, and he also takes away all buffs. All debuffs, I mean. So that's really good. His main ability draws the ultimate arts, but his main ability doesn't give you Ki, and that's something I really don't like. Ki on main ability is really important to me because I like getting off all my cards, then activating the main ability knowing I'm 100% gonna get off. Like, that's a full combo, but I feel like I sell the combo short because I have to call in this main ability before I run out of my Ki. That's one bad thing, but he does get health on it and 40% strike damage inflicted. But that's really good. The strike damage is really good. But more time when you activate this main ability, it's going to be at the end of the combo. But I guess you should work it around the other way because you know you're not going to get Ki, so you might as well get it at the start of the combo, then try to get priority twice. But getting priority twice is a hassle, and more time people would switch out in that time to a unit that you have type of disadvantage to, so now you got to switch out anyways. Going into his unique abilities, I kind of messed with the first one. The second one, I don't have any of them because he's Zenkai 1. But I messed with the first one because at the time when he came out, the regen team was a problem, so that's really good. But for the price, I really do mess with the second one, I'm not gonna lie. I really do, probably more than the first one. But for the price of the Zenkai, it's not worth going all the way to Zenkai 6. But the first unique ability that Gohan gets at Zenkai 3, Explosion of Anger, plus 30% to strike damage inflicted against tag regeneration, cannot be cancelled. Applies the following effects to self from battle start for 45 time accounts. 20 plus damage inflicted, increases arc draw speed by 1. So after 45 time accounts, he's just going to have an amazing draw speed, and he's also just going to be doing way more damage, which is beautiful. Now his second unique ability is amazing, but it's just not worth it. Like I said, Limit Surpassing Warrior. This is at Zenkai 6 that you get it. The following effects occur based on the number of battle members when this character enters the battlefield. So if you have 3 battle members left and he enters the battlefield, you get plus 20% to damage inflicted by allied tag hybrid Saiyan or tag Son family for 20 time accounts. So these effects are impacting your allies basically. So if I had him with Trunks Youth will be doing amazing damage. Imagine that Masenko hitting. That Masenko hitting is gonna obliterate your opponent. If it's 2 battle members, it's 25% damage inflicted with the same tags, and then if it's 1 battle member, it's 35 plus damage inflicted. Now overall, these characters work very well together because they are a hybrid Saiyan team. I'm just using the 3 Zenkais, but I didn't have to. If I wanted to, I could have LF Gohan on this team because the red Trunks Super Saiyan team, he actually double buffs LF Gohan. We're giving him that red and tag hybrid Saiyan, plus 35% to strike attack, plus 35% to blast attack, plus 40 to strike defense, plus 40 to blast defense. Like, it's amazing how well this team works. The buffs are insane. The equipments are easy to get. That's why I've got so many Z's. They're actually just in the exchange shop, just sitting. That's why I mess with this team so heavy. Like, it's just so accessible, and people really sleep on it when it could be really dangerous. But that's all I pretty much got to say for this video, man. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed this video. If you did enjoy the video, make sure to press the subscribe button. We're very close to 6k subscribers, but we're on this grind to 10k subscribers. So if you haven't, make sure you press that red button. If you have any questions, make sure to leave a comment. I'm messing with this hybrid Saiyan team, man. Gonna be using them a lot. But besides from that, my name's Akashi, and I'll see you guys in the next one.